Wow. All right, you guys, we are starting off with our Pillsbury Grands biscuits. And I thought I'd spray my pan first, so I did go ahead and do that because I forgot. But now I'm quickly just placing my Grands biscuits into my greased 9x13 baking dish. Just fit them in there however you can. That looks good to me. Now I have 1 pound of cooked Jimmy Dean sausage that I'm quickly just gonna dump all over those biscuits and into those little holes where we don't have any food. All right, and then just spread that out a little bit all over the top of your biscuits. All right, that looks so good already. Now we have some cheese. I have Mexican style, but you can use cheddar if you like, Colby Jack. Totally feel free to switch up your cheeses. This is just what I had at home. Usually I would use cheddar for this, but we're going fancy today. We're gonna use about a cup of this Mexican cheese. And then we're gonna take some mozzarella cheese that is also shredded, and then we're gonna add a cup of that right on top as well for this delicious and easy breakfast. My husband absolutely loves when I make this breakfast for him. So yeah, you just gotta go ahead and get that cheese all over everything. Let's hurry up and get this going. You can take your time if you want, but I'm trying to go fast for you guys. Okay, now, right here, we have 8 eggs that I already cracked, of course, and then we have a cup of milk. This is just some whole milk. Okay, now we have some salt that we're gonna add to our eggs. Just add however, oh, this is kind of stuck, how much salt you like. And then we have some pepper. We're gonna do the same thing, just kind of add as much pepper as you would like to this. And then you're gonna take a whisk, and you're just gonna start whisking your eggs and your milk and your seasonings all together until it's nice and combined. All right, once everything is nice and combined, we're gonna take this and we're just gonna pour it over the top of everything. There we go. This always comes out so perfectly. So that was it. We are popping this in the oven at 425 for 25 to 30 minutes. I placed my flour tortilla into my little cake pan here. I am now cracking 2 eggs right on in here. We're making an easy and delicious breakfast. We have some salt and pepper. We're gonna tag team that. And then I have my whisk here. I'm gonna break up those egg yolks, and then I'm just gonna whisk this together right in my tortilla in my cake pan. I love this breakfast. It's so easy to make. Anyone can make it, and it is absolutely so tasty. Just make sure to get your eggs fully whisked together with those seasonings. I love how you can do this right in your tortilla. You're not using as much dishes. I know I hate doing dishes, so I love the convenience of this recipe. All right, that is looking really well whisked together. What do you think, David? That looks good?
Oh yeah.
All right, so now I cook up some Jimmy Dean sausage. This is just a pound. I'm just gonna put about half a pound of this cooked sausage right on in here. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. We're adding such yummy ingredients to this. Just spread that meat out a little bit so everybody can get a nice bite of meat. Okay, now what is breakfast without bacon? Yep. I've got here some real bacon bits. I'm just gonna sprinkle some of these little bacon crumbles right on top. You can cook your own bacon if you like, but I think this stuff is delicious and it's so convenient. All right, now to that we need to add some shredded Mexican cheese. I'm using the bag stuff, but you can go ahead and grate your own cheese up if you want. I just like the shredded stuff because it's nice and easy, and I think it still tastes really good. Just get all that on there. I like a lot of cheese, so I'm gonna put a lot. Let me know in the comments. I always get tongue twisted on that. Let me know if you guys love cheese or if you don't love cheese. Okay, now I have here my flour tortillas, the same kind that I use. So I'm just gonna place it on top, just squish it over, just like we did with that first one, to create kind of a border in between our first and second tortilla here. Perfect. So now we're gonna add some more of our cheese here. Get a nice big handful of your cheese. It's gonna be a nice cheesy layer. It's gonna help bind everything together as well. Okay, and I went ahead and whisked up one more large egg here with some salt and pepper. And then I have another egg here that I scrambled already as well. So in total, we used 4 eggs, 2 in between each layer. Then we can just kind of make sure that runs to the edges. Just pick up your dish a little bit and tilt it. And then of course, we need to add the rest of our delicious meat here. And I'm just using some delicious breakfast sausage. Okay, now I'm just mixing the cheese and the egg and the meat together a little bit right in my tortilla. And I also took out a little bit of the meat. I made too much meat. So maybe do about half a pound of meat in total instead of a whole pound for this recipe. Okay, now, I almost forgot, I gotta add some more of my real bacon bits. Add a nice amount on there for some extra color and flavor. Oh yeah, I love a nice bacony breakfast. Then I'm gonna top this off with some chives. Get those out of there. And I'm gonna cut these up with my kitchen shears, just right on top for a beautiful little garnish. Oop. And pop of color. Oh yeah. That looks so good and it smells amazing. I love the smell of chives. Okay, it is time to cook this up. Let's pick this up. Look at what we have. We've got our air fryer over here. So we're just gonna pop this right in the basket. And we're just gonna pop this back into our air fryer here. Turn it on. We're gonna air fry it. Gonna turn the temp down to 350. And then we're gonna cook it for 20 minutes and we'll check it at 10 minutes. All right, I just punched open my tube of Pillsbury Buttermilk Grands biscuits, and I'm placing them into my greased large muffin tin here for this super easy and delicious breakfast. Ooh, it's gonna be good. And here I have a Pammed glass, and I'm just going to press right into those biscuits to form little divots in them, because we're gonna make some delicious breakfast biscuit cups. Now I have my country sausage gravy and a cookie scoop here. And I'm just gonna scoop some of that gravy right into the bottom of each of my little buttermilk biscuits here. Oh yeah. Now I have some shredded mozzarella cheese. And I'm just gonna put a nice little amount of cheese on each one of these. If you put too much on one, that's fine. Try to get that in each of your little holes here. There we go. Oh, honey, I know you love cheese. They all love cheese so much. Dogs love cheese. I love giving my dogs cheese because I like to see them happy. All right, there we go. Nice, beautiful amount of cheese on there. Okay, now I have some of my pre-cooked sausage links here. I'm just gonna take a nice handful of these, and I have my kitchen shears, and I'm just gonna cut little pieces of the sausage right into each one of those biscuit cups. You can put as little or as much sausage as you like. Honestly, I don't know if I like bacon better for breakfast or sausage. Let me know in the comments which one you like better. Are you more of a bacon or a sausage breakfast person? All right, I just used about, I think it was 5 sausage links to get this nice amount of sausage into each one. I think that's actually gonna be the perfect amount. I love using these pre-cooked ones because you don't need to do any of the extra prep work beforehand. Just make sure they're in there, right in your little hole. There we go. You can just stuff it in and push that biscuit down at the same time. Okay, now we're gonna move this to the side because here I have 4 eggs that I already went ahead and cracked. And then I just have some milk right here. I always forget to open the milk. That's all right though. And you just want a little splash of milk, maybe about a tablespoon or 2. Then we're gonna season our eggs up. I've got some onion powder, nice generous amount of onion powder in there. Then we're gonna put some crushed red pepper. You don't have to add this if you don't like a little spice, but I love a little spice in there. Then I have my garlic powder. Just gonna do the same thing as we did with the onion powder. Then, of course, you need to add some salt to your eggs. I always add a little bit of salt to my eggs. I don't know about you guys. And then I just have some black pepper. This comes out fast, so be careful with it if yours also comes out fast. And then I have a beautiful blue whisk here. I'm just gonna break up these egg yolks. Then we're just gonna whisk this together. Oh yeah, I love eggs for breakfast. And these are just going to combine with those biscuits. It's gonna create such a beautiful, fun little muffin cup. Hey, that looks really good to me. Let's get that out of the way, and we'll bring back in our beautiful muffin cups here. And we're just gonna pour some of the egg into each one. You can do a little bit at a time so you make sure that you pour it evenly. There we go. Comes together super fast. You don't want to overfill it, so be very careful with this step. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, that looks so good already, but we're not done yet. I have here just some shredded Mexican blend cheese. I'm gonna put a beautiful multicolored cheese on top of each one of these, just for presentation. And if you fill up your egg cups too much, you can just get a spoon, get some of that extra egg out of there, because we don't want these overflowing. All right, put as little or as much cheese as you like, but you know, if you don't like cheese, you can skip the cheese, but I absolutely love a nice cheesy egg. All right, now, remember what I was talking about earlier? I got some bacon bits. Yep, I love me bacon and sausage. I'm just gonna put a nice amount on top of each one. You can cook your own bacon if you like, but I like things quick and easy. You guys know that about me. All right. And then you don't have to add this, but I'm gonna add some diced bell peppers here, just some tri-colored diced bell peppers for some beautiful little color, little crunch, extra flavor on top. You can also do some jalapenos if you like spice, but I'm gonna go with some of these bell peppers today because, you know, it kind of reminds you of a little omelet cup, you know? That's nice and fun. All right, there we go, you guys. That was all we needed to do. We're gonna pop this in the oven at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, this comes out so perfectly every time. Let's go ahead and get us a biscuit with some sausage and some egg. Yum. Would you look at that? Wow. That looks awesome. Yes. That is so good. All right, this was only cooking for 10 minutes and it looks absolutely amazing already. Oh my gosh, I let this cool down for a little bit. There we go. Look at that, our delicious breakfast pizza. And we're just gonna cut into this like a pie. The top looks really good. I hope the rest of it cooked. I saw this online and I had to give it a try. It just looked like it was going to be so good. Cut all the way through all your tortilla. And let's get in there. See how this turned out. Let's pull this out. Oh, look at that. I don't know, that looks pretty good to me. Our delicious breakfast pizza. Okay, I think this is, I think it cooked enough. It's just still a little bit runny. If you look in here, I think that's just some of the grease and stuff. But I think this cooked all the way through. I'm gonna put some crushed red pepper on it because that's one of my favorite pizza toppings and I like spicy. And I think this is just gonna be like eating like a sunny side up egg. So I think it's fine to eat. That's really good. Oh my gosh, you guys, these look absolutely amazing. I let them cool down a little bit so they wouldn't be too hot. Let's get them out of here with our fork. Oh yeah, look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? Our beautiful breakfast biscuit cup came out perfectly. I gotta top it off with a little bit of my Frank's Red Hot here. I love hot sauce. If you don't like hot sauce, you can skip it. But ooh, that looks so perfect. Oh my gosh, that gravy in there, that cheese. You have to make these.